Hi, shalom everyone, continuing the fantastic series of Daf Yomi. As you can see, I've got some tefillin over here. Actually, we didn't put tefillin on today here at the time of recording because it happens to have been Yom Kippur, so we don't put on tefillin, but we're talking all about the Kohen and tefillin in today's page of the Gemara. Now, first of all, at the outset, it was Yom Kippur today, so my thoughts are with everyone, especially in Manchester, after the shocking news, after the Yom Kippur actually came out, after we did Havdalah. I checked my phone and obviously absolutely horrified with what's happened. And I hope anyone that did get injured will make a quick recovery. And just let's hope all this hate, it's going to totally finish over there. And my thoughts are with everyone in Manchester and everyone in the United Kingdom. And Bez Hashem will just see blessings all over the world. And so just came out of Yom Kippur over here in Israel. Obviously, long fast, 25 plus hours. It was, it was obviously with the cold also at the same time. I've got my tea, also green tea. This is actually my, I think, fourth cup tonight also already. They actually say, just on onset, Motzei Yom Kippur in general should be a small, joyous feast one should have, usually in general afterwards with bread. There's different halakhic reasons why this should be done. That's a whole thing onto itself, and they give over different reasons, but very, very important. But today we're talking about the Kohen's tefillin in today's page of the Gemara. And there's a general rule, just using the excellent notes of Rabbi Mendel Weinbach, Masechet Zevachim. The rule is that a Kohen must wear the garments prescribed by Torah law while he is performing any service in the Bet HaMikdash, inside the temple. There can be nothing obstructing contact of these garments with his body, and no additions garments may be worn. That's the first rule in of itself. Now, the rabbi is going to come with a question over here. What about wearing, let's say, the tefillin while he's wearing these garments for the purpose of the service? Can he do this or not? Tefillin can be viewed as an integral part of his body because of his obligation to wear them, or they can be looked upon as a foreign element, which either serves as a forbidden, obstruction, or addition. So can you wear the tefillin or not? We know there's obviously, on an average day, someone's got to wear the tefillin. Obviously today was Yom Kippur, so we don't put the tefillin on. But what's the question to this? What's the answer to this dilemma? So he brings about an answer over here, that tefillin cannot be worn on the arm beneath the shirt of the priest, the Kohen, but can be worn on the head. So seemingly can put the tefillin ala rosh, but not the tefillin ala yad, which we have to put on both places. Even the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, who wore a tzitz headband around his forehead, in addition to the headgear atop his head, had, let's say, a space between the two where the tefillin could place. Remember, at tzitz, the Kohen Gadol has to wear 8 specific garments, and a regular Kohen will wear just 4 garments. That's how we learn this all about in, I think, Pasha Tetzavev. Go back to the book of Shemot. So this is the answer. Now there's a problem that comes with this answer. It is easily understandable that the tefillin on the exposed part of the head do not constitute an obstruction, as do the tefillin on the covered arm over here. But why is there not a problem of these tefillin constituting a forbidden additional argument? So the Rabbi Mendel Weinbach will come with the resolution over here that something can be considered a garment only if it is worn on a part of the body which is customary to cover with a garment. This therefore applies to the arm, but not to the part of the head on which the tefillin are placed. Now, obviously, we know that anyone's putting on the tefillin every single morning. There's a mitzvah to do it, obviously not on Shabbat or on, say, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, or another specific day like this in of itself, but you've got to put both the yad and the head tefillin on in of itself. And they say that having the yad and the head one, it protects the head one, protects from the hands, and what action is, how careful we've got to be. But very, very interesting site. When page 19 over here, we've already covered 18 pages here on this daily Talmud, and obviously we've just come out of Yom Kippur, and just absolutely in shock at the moment with what's happening in Manchester. So let's just pray that everyone's going to be safe, and we're not going to have any more of these situations. I think it was exactly 2 years ago. I was in England for Sukkot. I remember it was 2 days before October the 7th. So I met in Brent Cross, I remember I was in Marks and Spencer's, I met like a very famous Israel advocate, Joseph Cohen. We actually filmed together. I put the film on the channel, and we were talking at the time. After I filmed with him, we were walking down the stairs. Remember, it's a day and a half before October 7th, just before Simchat Torah. He was saying that there's, there's a worry with all different situations that are coming here. And, I was still a bit skeptical because I remember I was walking that Sukkot with my kippah everywhere, and with the amount of kosher restaurants, synagogues there are. We were talking about in Edgeware. I was saying to my brother this. This is like a very, very easy lifestyle, but the fears. Obviously, I came back pretty much straight after October 7th. I think it was the 10th of October. We came back after the holiday from Sukkot, and obviously it's just got worse and worse and worse now. So, obviously a lot of people are worried, but let's hope there'll just be blessings everywhere and safety everywhere. And Bez Hashem will all be united at some stage in Israel. Let's hope it will be done in a good fashion and not where people have to feel that they have to, feel that there's a need, let's say, to run away or anything like that. But I just hope everyone is going to be okay that got injured, and there won't be any more problems. And we're coming into Sukkot. Let's try and do something extra this Shabbat. Maybe bring Shabbat in a bit early, and let's try our best. So wishing you well, and Motzei Yom Kippur. Take care, and thanks for